I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that can do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. These right here just to catch my cuz. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Carry now for Jordan Howard, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, they run with Howard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Working with a 2nd and 3. out of the air. Lock. This is the tight end fan. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Throwing on second down. Lock. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing his Lock on third down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. Fourth down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Lock. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive.
It's a turnover on downs.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On the ground, it's Cook. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Harrison. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st down.
Running from the gun with Howard. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Block working out of the gun. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd and 4.
4 yards to go.
It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
From the 25-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with 4th down and 1. We're scoreless after 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Jets are going to get the football back. They start the drive with Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
To throw on 2nd down, Harrison. His throw is going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Harrison. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lock. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Harrison firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
Jets. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 10-yard line.
Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. from 3 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Broncos' 37-yard line.
Off play action. Harrison. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
From the gun on 3rd down. Harrison. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Harrison. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the gun, Harrison. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Harrison. And that is incomplete.
Harrison.
But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
To throw on 3rd down, Harrison. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Results in a 4th down.
Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A final shot before half for Locke. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Back to throw. Harrison setting up the screen for Cook. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd down, Harrison. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Looking to throw. Harrison. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They run. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
brings up 2nd and 11.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Harrison. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, Harrison. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. And his throw here's incomplete. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for. And now it's second down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. And just a yard to go here on second down.
At the 32-yard line.
Again, it's Locke. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
To throw on second down, Harrison. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you could go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you'd also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
17. Broncos, nothing.
They run again on first down. Cook. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there out of Cook. 75 yards. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
For the point after.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So this one winding toward a conclusion, and how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid, still pitching a shutout. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
First down, Broncos.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
25 yards.
25 yards that time.
First down.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Try to punch it in with Howard. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jordan Howard, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
14-yard line.
Back to throw. Harrison. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he comes back with one complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, Harrison, and he finds Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Operating from the gun, Harrison, and the pressure gets to him again. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Harrison, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Block. This is Hamler on the receiving end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. He completes this to Sutton, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done, really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but I
like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Jets, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Denver, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.